South Africans, picture this, the very man leading the loudest charge against foreigners in our country, the face of the movement that screams South Africans first, is not even South African himself. Yes, you heard that right. The President of Operation Dudula, the movement that has divided communities, influenced politics, and even sparked street-level action, has just been exposed as not belonging to this soil. And this revelation has sent shockwaves across the entire nation. Welcome back to Truth Untold, where we cut through the noise and bring you the stories no one else dares to unpack. Today, we dive deep into a scandal that flips the script on everything we thought we knew about Dudula. Because if this discovery is true, it doesn't just weaken the movement, it changes the very foundation on which it stands. For years, Operation Dudula positioned itself as the voice of ordinary South Africans who felt abandoned by weak government policies and rising unemployment. Their message was clear: foreigners, especially those without legal documents, must not take jobs, services, or opportunities meant for South Africans. That message struck a nerve, and in no time, Dudula grew from a small community action into a national force that politicians could not ignore. But now, the irony is staring us straight in the face. The man who rose to lead this cause, who shouted the loudest against outsiders, has himself been unmasked as an outsider. It's the kind of twist that sounds too unbelievable to be true, yet it is shaking South Africa to its core. The question every South African is asking is, how was this kept hidden? Did the movement's leadership know all along? Was this a well-guarded secret, or a truth so inconvenient that they hoped it would never see the light of day? Supporters are outraged. People who once marched proudly under the Dudula banner feel betrayed. They're asking themselves, have we been fighting under false leadership all this time? Critics of Dudula, on the other hand, are having a field day. Politicians who oppose the movement are pointing fingers, saying this is proof that Dudula was never about protecting South Africans, it was always about power, control, and manipulation. They argue that the entire movement has lost its moral authority because its leader doesn't even belong to the very community he claimed to fight for. But not everyone is ready to throw in the towel. Some defenders of Dudula argue that leadership is not about where you were born, but about what you stand for. They say the goals of Dudula remain valid, to fight for jobs, housing, and opportunities for South Africans. According to them, whether the leader is local or foreign doesn't erase the truth of the struggle ordinary South Africans face every day. Still, this revelation cuts deep. For a movement built entirely on the slogan South Africans First, having a non-South African at the top feels like a betrayal that might be too heavy to survive. It's like building a house on a cracked foundation, it might stand for a while, but eventually, it crumbles. On the streets, the mood is tense. Some Dudula members are calling for immediate resignations. Others are in denial, refusing to believe the news until they see hard evidence. Social media is flooded with debates, memes, and anger. Communities are split. Was Dudula a genuine struggle for South Africans, or was it always a smokescreen hiding something darker? What makes this even more explosive is the timing. South Africa is heading into one of its most politically uncertain periods in decades. People are angry about unemployment, corruption, and poor service delivery. Dudula was, for many, a symbol of defiance, a grassroots rebellion against the status quo. But now, that symbol is stained with doubt. And doubt, once it spreads, is very hard to contain. This could be the beginning of the end for Dudula, or it could be the challenge that either breaks or remakes the movement. Either way, South Africans deserve answers. Who really is the president of Dudula? How did this information remain hidden for so long? And most importantly, what does this mean for the thousands who believed in the cause? Here at Truth Untold, we don't shy away from tough questions, and neither should you. So I want to hear from you. Does this revelation destroy the credibility of Dudula, or do you believe the fight for South Africans should continue, no matter who leads it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with others so they can join the conversation, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Truth Untold. Because in a country where the truth is often buried, we'll always dig it up and bring it to you, raw, real, and untold.